Hey, we're here. We're kicking it with the Wolverine, where I say what I mean and I mean what I say. Listen, today we want to talk about self-defense. And tonight is our last defense class, Lethal Assault Survival Tactics, which we use to train the United States Special Forces. They prefer it, in the words of one Navy SEAL. He said he'd rather have the last defense system than a loaded rifle. So that's a big statement. We got some MARSOC guys coming in tonight to train. But what I want to say is, listen, self-defense, you cannot do it soon enough. Okay, it's just like anything else in your life. You're training, anything, you have to be in control. And like I always tell the soldiers and my students, your brain is your general. That's the one that gives the commands to everything else. So when you don't feel like going in to train self-defense, but yet you're worried about what happens if somebody attacks you, you've got to make the decision to get up and do it. Just get up and do it. The same thing happens with your physical training. You've got to eat right and you've got to train. It's all up to you. There's no excuses. Only you know how much you put into it. Okay, well, not only you, but if you're a competitor, then everybody watching what you put into it, they're going to know. If you're walking around on the street and you're saying you work out, but yet there's no physical appearance or any, physical proof that you work out, then they're going to know it. So look, just simply make that decision. Get up off your butt. Get in the gym. Get your training in. Hey, listen, there's going to be people in the gym that are better than you, that are the same as you, and that are below you physically. And may take longer to climb and all. But listen, don't worry about what those people are doing. You only need to focus on you. You just focus on what you can accomplish, on what you can do, on your strengths, your abilities. You keep your food right. You keep you in check. You make sure that your training's on point, and you make sure that you're training the right way, eating the right way, and that you're doing what you need to. And don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Just be careful, because there's so many of these mamby-pamby wannabe chuckleheads out there throwing up schools and claiming to teach self-defense. Just do your research. Make sure you're getting into a place that actually is going to be teaching you solid self-defense techniques and not this mamby-pamby crap. And listen, some of them even try to use my last name. So, you contact me, I will tell you any schools that's associated with us and whether they're okay or not. So don't fall prey into any of that stuff. Make sure you get into these good schools that are good, solid, and have a good, solid reputation, not teaching junk. But the bottom line is, you've got to make that decision on how well or how much you're willing to put into it, and then you have to live with it. You can't argue about the gym is not working for you when you're only hitting the gym 1 to 2 days a week, but you're consuming alcohol, eating junk food, things of that nature, and then complaining about the gym's not helping you lose weight. You can't do that. You can't complain about, well, I went to the gym, but I didn't lose any weight, but as soon as you left the gym, you stop off and you get like a hot fudge sundae or something like that. You've got to put forth the effort. It takes eating right, it takes training right, and training hard, and training and eating consistently and regular. You can't just do it in spurts. You gotta be regular with it. And before you know it, it's a lifestyle change, and you're on point, and it's not that big a deal. And you can still have some of those foods that taste good. You can still have some of your desserts. But what you have to do is turn your body into a fat-burning machine. And you do that by getting your lean muscle, your red muscle mass, built up and greater than your body fat, and then your body is a 24-hour-a-day fuel-burning machine, and you'll get up and get going. It's just like anything else you do in life. If you don't drive your car or you don't work on your house, what happens to it? It gets spider webs in it. It stops running. There's mice building up stuff in the lines and chewing through lines. Same thing with your body. You don't use it, there's cholesterol building up in your bloodstream, there's fat building up around your heart and your liver. You've got to get in there, push that body, breathe hard, take your body to the next level, and get in there and train. And listen, if you're a competitor, don't be worried about the outcome of your last performance. Just get ready to make the next one the best you can be. Whether I win or lose, I come straight back and I get straight back to work, because that's what you have to do to stay in charge of your own body and your own health. You can't let mental things like that deter you. Some people get in that zone where they feel like they are a loser or not good enough, and that's where they stay. That's not true. Each and every one of you are good enough. So get in the gym today. Get to training. Remember, if you're coming into Last Defense tonight at Elite Combat in Fort Walton Beach, get in here and let's get ready to rock and roll. And guys, like I always say, keep training. Keep that strength up. Keep your kicks up. Until next time, kicking it with a Wolverine. Oos.